Emma sat at the corner booth of a cozy Italian restaurant, her palms damp against the smooth leather of her purse. Inside it, folded and refolded until the edges tore, was a crumpled $5 bill. That was it. Not a card, not a secret stash tucked away for emergencies, just $5 lonely. It was all she could afford for this blind date her friend had insisted she try. You never know, Em. Love finds you when you least expect it. The words echoed in her head now, mocking her as she scanned the menu with wide eyes. The cheapest thing she saw was garlic bread. $4.99. Emma? A tall man in a sharp blue blazer stopped at her table. He was handsome, in a sleek kind of way, but his eyes were already flitting around the room like he was searching for someone more interesting. She smiled nervously. Hi, Daniel. He slid into the booth, ordered a glass of wine for himself before she'd even spoken, and dove into a monologue about his crypto investments, luxury watches, and elite networking circles. Emma nodded politely, though her stomach growled every few minutes. When the waiter came, Daniel ordered steak. And for the lady, he asked without glancing at her. Emma's throat tightened. Garlic bread, please. Daniel raised an eyebrow. Just garlic bread? She forced a laugh. I'm not that hungry. But across the restaurant, someone else had noticed. At a table by the window sat a man in his mid-30s with kind eyes and a little boy perched beside him. The boy was giggling at a coloring book while the man tried to answer work emails on his phone. He wore no flashy watch, no designer suit, just rolled-up sleeves and a loosened tie. Still, he carried himself with a quiet authority. His gaze kept drifting back to Emma. He saw her tuck her hair behind her ear as Daniel scrolled on his phone mid-conversation. He saw her glance at her garlic bread when it arrived, the way she broke it slowly into tiny bites to stretch it out. And when she pressed her fingers against the table, nervously hiding the trembling of her hands, he noticed that too. Daddy, the boy whispered. Why is that lady only eating bread? The man smiled faintly but didn't answer right away. Instead, he waved down the waiter. 10 minutes later, the table in front of Emma filled with plates, creamy pasta, roasted vegetables, even a slice of cheesecake. Her eyes widened. Oh, I didn't order this. The waiter smiled. Compliments of the gentleman at the window table. Emma turned, her cheeks heating. The man looked up just then, catching her gaze. He didn't wink or smirk, just gave a small nod, like I see you. Daniel barely noticed. He was too busy showing her a video of his new car. Eat up, he said without looking. You'll need energy if you want to keep up with me tonight. Emma's stomach twisted, but not from hunger. For the first time all evening, she pushed back from the table. Excuse me, she said softly, standing. Daniel blinked up at her. Where are you going? She didn't answer. She walked straight across the restaurant, her hands trembling, and stopped at the window table. I can't accept this, she said, gesturing to the food. But, thank you. The man smiled, his little boy peeking at her with wide, curious eyes. You looked like you needed it more than he deserved your company. Her laugh came out shaky, almost breaking. You saw that? Hard to miss, he said. His voice was steady, warm, without pity. I'm James. And this is Noah. The little boy grinned. Hi. Emma's heart softened instantly. She crouched a little to meet the boy's eyes. Hi, Noah. When she straightened, James was watching her. Not with the sharp appraisal of a man judging, but with the quiet attention of someone who actually cared. Someone who noticed. For the first time that night, Emma felt seen. Truly seen. And she realized that $5 hadn't bought her garlic bread, it had bought her freedom to walk away.